Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 commentary. Although this commentary is not by myself, but by Jesus Troops, who has also befriended GTA Cleveland, aka Ryan, who brought Wonder Bra, and I'm not 100% sure who Predator is, but, you know, I'm gonna guess he's a random. They are playing as the German forces, with Wonder Bra and Predator as the Wehrmacht, and Jesus Troops and Ryan as OKW. Wasabi is on the Allied side with Soviet, with Chin as American. We also have Tyranner as Soviet, along with Fallschirmjäger as Soviet. Now this is Sittard Summer. This is one of the new maps, part of the update. The update that was to cancel blobs. Oh, the irony. Because so far I've realized it really hasn't done that, but that's for another video. In any case, this is essentially a 3-3 to 4v4 map, and it pretty much focuses on each side having their own area, except for 1, 2, 3 bridges. These bridges can be blocked, and the 2 can be blown up, except for this middle one. This middle one cannot be destroyed. Alright? It cannot. So, this is made the focal point. Same thing like a Zerg Factory, where the fuel point is like a main point. This is like the main point, except the Zerg can pretty much take the fight anywhere. In this scenario, not really. I do like how this guy's hiding behind a boat, firing upon the Stern Pioneers, but the Stern Pioneers laying down steel barricade, which will essentially block any vehicle short of like a tank and any okay, retreat that. And this is GTA Ryan, and also infantry from coming across. Cube wagon blocking. Conscript's already a star, protected by the boat, heavy cover. That's actually pretty smart. I like that. I like how they're using a boat as heavy cover. Conscript's trying to use the side, but again, the side is usually this way. In that direction, I believe, again, under that precept, while they are next to heavy cover, it is kind of in the way of the Kubel, so it really wouldn't do all that much. But they do have enough fire on the Kubel, though, as you can see. But that Kubel's, yeah, with the MG support, is going to die. But they can't get through. They just can't, unless they put a demo charge or blow up a mine. We have multiple Wehrmacht forces trying to push along with Stern Pioneers. We have Riflemen trying to push up with the MG. Most likely going to go right behind. Oh, nice. Right behind heavy cover. I don't blame it, because that way you can at least keep direction on this area. And if you put in the building, while it does provide a cover, you also have to remember the build. Whatever reason, MGs like switch between one spot to another. That's stupid. That's incredibly stupid. It just like popped in. And that's another thing. You still want to make sure you have infantry of some kind in there. On the other side, the American, who is Chin, is blocking up with tank traps and barricade. Wow, looks like someone already put steel barricade here. So now you can already guess where this map pretty much falls under. This guy's saying a demo charge. Which, if A1, let's say, crosses and blows us up, he'll blow the bridge and kill everything. Very smart. Very smart. But essentially, as you can see, this game essentially revolves around one key point. This main stretch of land. And the goal is whoever can beat the living daylights out of the other opponent without losing so much infantry and tanks, and manage to have a foothold on the other side, would typically claim victory. Now, you can use the other paths, but as you can see, each faction can booby trap it to where those bridges can be very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Looks like the Wehrmacht are providing multiple mortars to help counter a lot of the infantry. I'm surprised, as the Allies, they don't have more mortars themselves. Let's see, we have, I think that's 120, or is it 82? No, it's 82. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the Soviets get the 120mm mortars, which will do a ton of damage. The only thing that can really counter that is like, again, Stuka or Raketenwerfer. No, wait, no, sorry, Panzerwerfer. But as you can see, the Germans are pushing, killing the MGs, and slowly gaining a foothold. They are moving up more forces, but they kind of need more men at the front lines. This guy went... Alright, so if we go with doctrines, these Jesus Troops went the Fortification Doctrine. Excellent for putting down essential bunkers as the Oberkommando, which again normal Oberkommando players can't do. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 mortars. That's quite a bit. They're German too, so they're not as good as Soviet mortars, but they can still do a lot of damage. In any case, Pack 43, you put it right behind here, shoots through a building. You have great defense. What else do we have here? Close air support by Wonderbra. Really unappreciated doctrine. I really have found, I really enjoy this doctrine. I do a lot for all sorts of unintentional and purposefully hilarious consequences that can behold from this doctrine, which I'll probably show in other videos. Oh wow, this is why you don't run with barely any life, because, well, your troops will most likely die. Make sure you retreat your guys when they have a little bit more health. That way you can make sure they live and you don't have to buy another squad. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Predator went the Luftwaffe doctrine. Great for support. Not so much for yourself. Why? Because, again, you can drop these supply zone drops at fuel or munition spots. And essentially with that, he can now call on bombing runs, Stuka strikes, etc. The issue is with this doctrine, the thing that makes it, like, not necessarily best is, while that's great, it actually does a lot more impact to your overall army than the other one, than the redistribution. Redistribution will help your infantry and it'll help your airstrikes. It'll decrease your fuel, so tank-wise you may not have the best stuff. A half-track, very nice. Helps kill blobs. Unless they have AT, like the Verkettenwerfer, that will kill it. Oh, I like the Kubel. That's a nice little spot for it. Bluff fire hitting that. They want to decap this point to win. Again, you have to. But they have an MG. They need a high explosive. I'll take Katusha right there. Kill it. And what is this guy going? He hasn't even upgraded anything, and he should. God damn. Anyway. Okay, that's another thing. Get an AT from artillery and just start pounding this position. What you need to do. Because otherwise it will keep hurting your troops. Also, yeah, take out this bunker. The AT fire. What was I saying? Yeah, so you can still get good, very powerful infantry out. Vehicles, not so much. Redistribution, you can get really good. You can get a lot of fuel, a lot of munition. The problem is the fact that you can only use that for airstrikes. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me hold that back. You can use it for anything, but you lack manpower, and that's the same thing I find with Soviet industry. Soviet industry, you can get awesome tanks, but the manpower is the issue. And if you don't have infantry or a good army to back yourself up, it doesn't matter how much fuel you're getting. You're not gonna be able to really produce all that much tanks if you don't have the manpower. Now, we go to G's troops. Ryan has the breakthrough doctrine, great with the Yag Tiger to fire long range kill any type of vehicle. On the Allied side, Wasabi has Guards mortar, which I'm surprised they're the 120 millimeters. There they are, and those things will once again kill a lot of pretty much German mortars very easily. To counter those, the Stuka, which was brought to you by GTA. Remember, GTA will bomb you out of this century. I do like the placement of this ambulance. At least it's healing their guys behind this building. The problem is, though, they do have a lot of, they're still dealing with a lot of artillery, and they're not necessarily countering that effectively. Nice thing about T-3045 is really good. Mark Vehicle is really nice. Shin went the infantry doctrine, which has, again, nice arty abilities, and also the LMG long range, and also the mortar half-track. Fallschirmjäger, IC-152, if they could put it right here and fire, they could pretty much counter all this infantry. Even tanks, it'll murder tanks. And then Tyranner has artillery. Decent. I don't like the howitzer because, again, you can pretty much just move your troops out of the way, unless it's a fortified position, like an Oberkommando base. Shock troops are nice. Fear propaganda, really good. Just to, I guess, either cause the infantry to retreat or just cause them to stop fighting you. Flamethrower is great, and precision bombing strikes. Wow, if they could like tag team and just do like bombing runs all over their base, That would be very deadly, because you could do one here, come from 2 different angles. Infantry try to retreat, they don't know where to go, and boom, boom, boom. Probably kill a lot of infantry, a lot of buildings, stuff like that. They are very, very good if you can aim it just right. Now, they are trying to heal the AT. Remember, AT can die if they take too many hits. I've seen a Yag Tiger one-shot an AT, and people are like, oh, that's stupid. It's an AT. Yag Tiger's anti-tank. Why is that possible? Anti-tank is a material. It's made out of like a piece of metal that, if broken, will break. Okay, if you hit by a high-velocity round that's supposed to break armor, it will break armor. So don't be surprised when occasionally it does break armor. Now it looks like they have a lot of AT here. Very smart. I like the Pak-43 supported by 2 Verketten workers. And it's just the same range, too. A half-track in a very nice position. I'm going to get a nice little shot. Firing at the nice little infantry blob. Oh, I like the Stuka strike and the bombing in the background. That's really, really nice. But, yeah, essentially, it's keeping it right here because, again, you have heavy cover. Sorry about that. And also because of the fact AA flak tracks do a lot, and that's why they got one on their side, to essentially hold back large blobs of infantry. It's good against non-AT blobs. If the blob has a bunch of bazookas or Panzerschrecks, that could be a major issue. Because of the simple fact that if you have a major blob that has AT, well, guess what? It's not going to work because 2 shots with a Panzerschreck or bazooka and your guys will die. However, you see that conscript blob moving up, and right now they all try to blob together. They're all trying to move up. That flak track, and now they're shooting them, it's going to pin all their forces. I mean, that's really nice. Essentially holding them back, causing them to not capture that point, but again, they're still close enough to where they could throw an AT grenade and still cause damage. And if you had like 6 infantry coming from all different angles, that would be very deadly. I love that airstrike. That was really, really cool. Is there another plane going overhead? Really? Another plane? No? Okay. Looks like the Germans are trying to push through using all sorts of fire. And that flame barrage really caused a hamper because, again, they have a lot of infantry behind here. And just one nice little incendiary caused them to push back. They still have a majority of their forces in AT here, but they're at least trying to move up. They did, at least the Allies did something smart. They got Katusha. And with a Katusha, at least they can keep causing, like, artillery in this sector. I would actually call it, like, right here or right here. Like, in these 2 major sectors. Because look how many kills you could probably get. Just right here or right here. You would get a ton with a Katusha. Now, let's see. Fallschirmjäger, I guess Katushas. Wasabi, no armor. And we have they need armor right now. Like, they need infantry and armor. Like a T-34 something. And before you say it, oh, T-34 would suck against all that AT right there. You're right. But these 1 squads of infantry moving up, a T-34 could easily, like, one-shot. And that's what they need right now. Infantry to come up and try to hold that back. We can see the Luftwaffe doctrine coming in. He's getting a ton of... Is that medical supplies? No, munitions. Sorry, he's getting munitions. That's just dropping in. I think they can be shot down. Maybe not. But they are just dropping down. They're grabbing a ton. Although Predator's grabbing it, he's using a lot of that for the incendiary bombing runs. Alright, Katusha firing. I think they're trying to kill the mortar. Not a bad idea, but the problem is they have this bunker, which essentially is a command bunker, which will allow reinforcements to go in. The only thing is they probably need a medical bunker right here as well, because if they keep restocking its infantry, while they can keep it alive, remember, that health is getting really, really low, and the lower the health, the easier it is to one-shot a unit. Or, I've had, like, a Sturmofficer come up and just, like, pistol shot, like, 4 guys, like, heavy riflemen. I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, they keep attacking the mortars. I, in turn, would attack here, because look how much you would kill from, like, this concentrated blob. Now they have support guns as well, and that can be very deadly, especially in, again, straight, because they'll just arc over and hit a lot of these targets. They're also... Okay, so they're getting a Jackson, they have mortar half-track, they're getting more vehicles, that's smart of themselves. They're also putting infantry in heavy cover, really smart, because again, this is a really nice cover, and if you know, they were supported and stuff like that. The problem is they were so much concentrated fire, and wow, GTA now has 2 Stukas. Along with an A half-track that has not moved and has gone 16 kills. Okay, there we go. Finally, a Katusha hit where they need to. Sorry guys for, you know, saying that they should kill your units, but hey, they should probably hit that general area. Also, switch this to goddamn anti-aircraft mode. This will shoot down any aircraft coming in for bombing runs, stuff like that. Guaranteed. Like, this, the American AT is surprisingly effective at just killing stuff. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the ultimate dick move, the Sturm Tiger. Watch as it makes these infantry units disappear. For those who want to anti-blob, this is how you anti-blob. The Sturm Tiger is a great way to make the enemy retreat. This is also stupid because he's moving up as Jackson. At least he's not moving it up in AT range. Oh, again, right here is where you need to, and you can still fire all the way down there. But still, that's kind of ridiculous. He would try to move that up so far because Jackson can fire really, really long distances. Also, why would you keep your ambulance stuff like that here when you know they keep airstriking and stuking it? Like, move it over here. Move it back behind this building so it's really, really close. Again, it's definitely closer than your base down here, but it's still close enough to the front lines where you don't have to worry about Stuka strikes. Like, I would say right here or here would be a good spot because they're not really hitting it. Like, they're not really concentrated over here. In fact, they put a bunker and so much tank traps and barbed wire. They just hope that no one comes over here. Same thing in this general area. Not sure why there's a random guy walking through, but they put a bunker down and just kept the wire. There's an awesome demo charge here, and that looks really, really cool. Okay. Okay, Tyranner. Stop it. Stop it. Upgrade yourself. Don't get an AT gun. Go back to your base. Get a Katusha area, an Su-85, T-34s, anti-air gun, some armor. Because right now, all they're using is just long-range artillery fire from the Stukas to kill the infantry. And if you keep bringing up AT guns, guess what? That's infantry supported. And one Stuka strike can easily blow up your AT gun. And then the Panther, which it looks like they already have one, or two. Oh, it looks like Wonderbra has Panthers. Oh, a Spotlight. Very smart. Spotlights can see very far ranges with its infrared scope and predict enemy attacks. So they can see enemy movement, stuff like that. We have oh, nice fire, causing a lot of damage. Again, they're just, oh my god. Just consecutive, like, hit after hit, blow after blow. The allies are getting their infantry just destroyed, and they're not countering with any armor, nor are they countering with any, like, heavy artillery, like a Katusha. And was that Priest? No, that's an Su-85. Okay, so someone has an Su-85. But that way you can snipe the goddamn Sturm Tiger when it moves up. Okay, so another propaganda will force them to retreat. We have one rifleman, but now the Panther moved up. Now second Panther moved up. And while there is a Jackson flanking from an awesome range, and he's using the rifleman to scout. Again, they made the Jackson better. They can armor pierce even, like, they can do armor penetration on the front of Panthers easy, which is the hardest thing probably in the game to puncture. But on the flip side, they don't do as much damage. So, yeah. Su-85, very smart, moving up. Range. Alright, let's see what it can see. Alright, they have anti-tank guns versus infantry. Not the smartest. At least they killed the Verketten Morphers. They just have one Pack 40, sorry, right here. That's going to stop them from moving up. But you have a trench here. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to make the trench to put infantry in. He did lose that command bunker, so... I mean, trenches, if they die, your units will kind of die too. So, they're... Is that mortar? Okay, maybe what it is. Light artillery barrage will not decap it. A Stuka will decap a point, but not that. Now an Su-85, double, firing long range. This one's not paying attention. Oh, back up. Back the fuck up. While you're doing damage to it. While you're doing damage to it, you don't want a blob. And there is a thing as blobbing armor. What they should have done as soon as the Storm Tigers started coming was back the fuck up. Because they know that the Storm Tiger, once it gets in range, can easily do a lot of damage. And yes, the Storm Tiger can kill tanks. So before people say Storm Tiger sucked, it just knocked out 2 Su-85s. I've knocked out 2 Jacksons before, but Su-85s have way more armor. So Jackson's here still covering, but now the infantry's moving up. Yeah, this was just mismanagement of armor. Like, seriously. Katyusha strike right here. What the hell? Was that direct Katyusha strike right there? Are you kidding me? I don't know what he was planning, but with that propaganda, you know they're going to move up. Or they're not move up. They're going to stay perfectly still. Move the Major back. Major is really, really good when you start up because he gets all sorts of perks and extra stuff. But, and I know some people try to bring it to the front line to do it. This is not the way. Just retreat it. Yep, because that's expensive to bring back. Also, Panzerschreck. Oh, nice mortar hit, though. They have a priest. So, that's positive. And a half-track. That's kind of being hit from everywhere. And still not targeting aircraft. Still not targeting aircraft. I hate it. It's like just do it. You'll shoot down so many planes. Maybe the planes will fall on their territory. You ever think of that? That happens to me all the goddamn time. I can't tell you how many heavy tanks I've lost from aircraft. And not bombing strikes, just kamikazes. Anyway, at least they have AT holding back the Panthers. Main gun destroyed. Bouncing shot. Oh, okay, so if you're wondering what that is, that's fortification during artillery. I believe as long as, again, they see a target, artillery will come down in the designated area. I don't know where that area is. It's not showing me like an area. Why would you send a KV flamethrower to versus a Panther? I know it has heavy armor, but goddamn, it doesn't have a heavy gun. This thing has an 88mm gun that has a 45mm. It's not going to do anything. It won't do anything. Oh, sorry. It's a high velocity 75mm. My bad. Now this Katyusha went the wrong way, and it's going to be destroyed. He has 2 more Katyushas, which I'm wondering why he's retreating it that way instead of just send it back. You don't have to put it into your base or send it back here. Just move it back farther into your lines. You don't have to move it to another part of the front line because you know they have... Oh, wow, this is stupid. This is stupid. Okay, Su-85. Smart. You're trying to kill the Storm Pioneer because you know it can't fire. The Storm Tiger, sorry. But what is this? It's like, why don't flank it from another angle? Like, you could easily, like, flank it, and that way you can get 1 rear shot. But now, the Jackson's dead, and now you only have an Su-85. Storm Tiger's gonna fall back. Took another rear shot from this bazooka team. Very, very awesome. We have lots of artillery coming down, but they're just gonna move up with infantry. Because right now, why not? To be fair, the Germans are actually taking pretty heavy losses with their infantry. And this guy doesn't have anything major. He has a ton of fuel, but, well, he doesn't have that many tanks. And that's what, actually, the redistribution thing is awesome. Because in games like when it goes on forever and ever and ever, you can see, like, the allies, look how much fuel this guy has. Look how much fuel Predator has. Like, GTA, ton of fuel, but he's not he's not like he doesn't have any vehicles. He has a ton of vehicles. I like how he's getting aircraft, because they know it's like, okay, now we just have to deal with blobs. Anti-aircraft guns, and they, again, help deal with blobs really, really well. But, it's like, you can redistribute all that extra fuel that you're not using into something that you'll actually use for airstrikes. Wow, this Katyusha ran too late. Now there's 3 Panthers chasing it. I'm sorry. You will not live. You will not live. They have an artillery gun here, still firing. In an area again, they really don't need to hit. There's an AA gun here, but, well, maybe here, where the searchlight is kind of spotting you. Wait, is it spotting him? No, it's going right here. Yeah, see? This is perfect, because the spotlight would come here, and if you have your stuff, like, out behind this building, they could spot it, but behind here, they probably couldn't, or they could barely see it. Now there's 3 Panthers in the enemy base, and I would consider that game. They have a couple AT guns, but overall, Jesus Christ. Okay. So I figure I just found out why they are losing, and it's not because these guys aren't trying. It looks like they are trying very, very hard, and this guy got priests and stuff like that. He's going to try to counter. Oh my god. 2,600 manpower! Fallschirmjäger! What the hell? See what I mean? See what I mean about planes? Except my tank would have been under that. Oh boy. So, it looks like the German forces have a lot of tanks, but they still have to deal with a lot of AT guns. That's the issue. But if GTA moves up his Stuka and just start pounding that base, and they start decapping everything, just infantry like moving through, they should be fine. Right now they're attacking the base, they're not really capturing territory. So right now the Allies are still getting a ton of essentially like manpower and munitions and fuel. Okay, maybe not fuel. Actually no, they have points and they can still get a decent amount of fuel. 19, it's not great, but it's not terrible. But I mean, they can still get a ton of supplies, and they can still make really, really good units to put a really big hamper. Okay, artillery hitting the A half track. It's probably run away. Probably get... Oh, okay, they're moving up the recon, moving up more stuff. They need to move this infantry and move it around and try to capture these points. Because right now, it's like they have a lot of points facing one direction, but not the other, so... Yeah, here's an also idea: never cross the bridge unless you have like a mine detector unit go over it first. AT and G from this is at least killing that. We have a nice little strike coming in. I wonder what it's gonna hit. Hear that sound? Back up your troops, or at least in different directions, because I've seen people like move it not where it wants to go. So like, let's say this is the AA gun and they do a Stuka strike here, they expect you to move your AA gun over here, or at least they'll definitely, because that way it has a more powerful hit. Or especially with tanks, they'll like, oh, tank's being repaired, it's gonna move out of the way. Well, I anticipate where it's gonna move. It's harder, but it's still applicable. Anyway, it looks like, yeah, they're falling back. What the hell? Now Fallschirmjäger. This guy's eventually quit. And you know what I hate? The AI could probably do a hell of a better job than this guy. Because the AI will use all that manpower and munitions, build a ton of crap, and send it. And just push into the enemy's lines and just cause them hell. I don't care if it would work in the long term. Oh, wow. This is sad. Who is this? Predator. Predator, why did you focus taking that emplacement out and not focus on the rear echelon firing a bazooka up your rear? And now you lost the Panther. It took, was this? I think that's GTA. GTA coming in just randomly half-cocked to make those things retreat. I love GTA's like lightly armored division, and then like he has a Yag Tiger. Because why not? Oh boy. Wow, Fallschirmjäger, what are you doing? You're not even building anything, you're not quitting. You don't have anything in chat. Weird. That is possibly the worst thing that could happen to your team. So now it looks like the Panther, they're just gathering forces to push in. I'm really surprised they're not trying to push infantry here and just clear everything. Like, you know they have anti-tank guns in the base. Why don't you move your, like, triple Panther threat and move through here and circle and come through another angle? Like, hit it from the side. If the enemy knows where you're going to attack and they're, like, predicting where they're going to attack, don't come through that area. Okay, now this guy's really pissing me off. He has enough for an IC-152. And then, like, 5 or 6 squads of shock troops. Triple AT threat. Gonna try to hold back the Jagdtiger. Again, I think what they wanted was they expected infantry. But I don't think they're gonna get it. And infantry, tanks. We have all sorts of stuff about to come on those AT guns. We have I think that was a Stuka strike. We have Stuka bombing. We have a flame. All sorts of stuff. And those AT guns are gonna run, but they're still alive. Jagdtiger's barely alive though. Now we have the Panthers moving up. Oh, good! He bought himself a combat engineer. I'm so happy for him. Nope, he didn't. He stopped. So he's playing. He's doing something, but what is he doing? Oh, boy. Now just I guess they're trying to move up. However, Panzer Fusiliers with their long-range I think there's G34. Where is it? Panzer Fusiliers. Doesn't say. G43, yeah. Panthers, MG34. Trying to kill this AT gun. But, oh, Su-85. Someone's trying to get stuff, but the problem is now they're getting a bunch of anti-tank. And as soon as they start killing those MG emplacements, they can just swarm infantry through. Like, as soon as you kill this, now you can just move up infantry with bazookas and panzer trucks and other equipment lost and scattered throughout the battlefield to just start hitting these areas and units. 45,000! Oh my god, and still nothing! What is he doing? He has enough for 6 airstrikes! Oh my god! Is this guy, like, stupid? No, he's a goddamn 2 prestige! They're all pretty highly ranked, so this wasn't like a random game. The only person I don't know is him. Yeah, I know Wonderbra, 100, Jesus Troops is pretty high, and GTA is pretty high. Wow! Oh my god! He built something! Dear god! He built something! What? Nice term. I think that was a... Yep, there it goes. Decent amount of kills. Where the fuck is this thing going? What? What? Are you kidding me? Wow. Great. He brought out a unit and told it to go to the other side of the goddamn map. Why? Like, that's just sad. He literally could have one-shot that Panther and literally took out so many other Panthers. Hell, he could have been a match for the Jagdtiger. He could call in a bombing strike right now because they see it and just do a nice bombing strike right here. Time attack. Like, apparently you can see it. Oh my god, Jagdtiger's destroyed. Get an async error. Nope, nope. Oh boy, I don't care if it's an async error. If that is the case and you did get a quote-unquote async error, then let me see something right now. I'm so glad you're helping your teammates out right now. Yeah, they need to heal a bunch of their stuff. At least they took over the map, which was smart. priest is still alive. Figured they would send something to kill it. Support gun just owning their base. But if that was a quote-unquote async error, and apparently you can still fight, then start using your specials, dude. Like, start bringing in conscripts. Start helping out. I would at least, if my allies want to keep fighting, I would keep fighting, even if I knew it was a losing fight. Just maybe not to prolong the game, but just that it's a game, just to have fun. I do like it how with all this armor, they still can't puncture the base. I think there's like, yeah, GTA is like, okay, we're done with the light stuff, we're being heavy. Panthers, that's like, what, 6 Panthers? They're also getting like drum bars and stuff. We have a goddamn King Tiger. They're taking heavy losses inside this base. They can't puncture, they can't kill off the allies. I love this. The allies just keep getting AA and AT guns and keep hurting them. But I think this is the last, like, major stronghold. Yeah. With this guy not playing, it's literally 3-on-2. And right now they're... Oh, wow, this guy still has his AT line. Yeah, he's moving. He knows the airstrike is coming. Oh, Sturm Tiger. Trying to find a unit. And we'll end the game on that. But overall, what the fuck, Fallschirmjäger? Oh my god, that's scary. Like, it's literally coming out the barrel, and this AT gun survives to see another day. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I am really shocked by how much manpower this guy saved up. And apparently, again, if he had an error, if he had an async error, quit or play. Don't complain. Because he has 5,000 manpower. He could literally have about, if he wanted to, hypothetically speaking, because what? I don't know how long it takes for this thing to redeploy. Save up shock troops right here. Get like 10 squads. Rush the enemy base. Just fucking rush it. Because right now, that would scare them a hell of a lot more. Just have 10 squads of, yeah, 10 pop. He could easily do it. Just have a full army of shock troops running through the battlefield just for shits and giggles, if he wanted to. And then do airstrikes along the way. Yeah, sure, it can't do much against the Tigers, but oh my god, would it scare the living daylights out of everything else. The Stukas, I mean, like, having a swarm just go across the battlefield, just, yeah, that would be awesome. But no, he didn't do it. He just sat around and did nothing. That's when you hope for an AI. Alright, so let's look at how everyone did. Jesus troops. Alright, best player was Wonderbra, probably from those airstrikes, to be completely honest. Most kills went to Jesus troops, and they all actually got the same amount of units lost. Predator got the most kills. I'm sorry, yeah, Predator got the most kills. Probably from those, once again, airstrikes. Those flame barrages and Stuka strikes. Yeah. The Allies lost a ton. They didn't really do all that much damage. Again, they just couldn't. They just didn't match up with the artillery in the middle. And if you want to counter that, you have to be willing to, like, actually see what the enemy has, predict what the enemy's going to do, and lay traps. So AT guns. If they do Stuka strikes, then what you have to do is wait for them to fire, and then fire every single goddamn Katusha you have at that one spot. That way you can kill it. It takes 2 Katushas. Probably will do enough damage to make sure, A, while the Stuka's firing, that the guy's not going to notice. Stuka's firing a main weapon, that the gun dies. And then you can do all sorts of stuff. You could flank it. You could use those bridges. Again, you don't have to have a single artillery lane war. But they chose to, and they didn't really fight, especially Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger, oh my god. I'm still, like, in total shock. 19,000. I mean, that seriously, Wasabi. Nice job with your AT guns. We like a Predator, Panther, Wonderbra. Wow. Okay, Panther. Really, 67. No deaths. That's commitment. And then we look at GTA real quick, and he got Stuka, 85 kills. Not too shabby. But in any case, that's pretty much game. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys have a replay, you can send it to my email on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook. Either way will work. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.